With the sun out and the half-term holidays looming, Britain's beaches are about to get a lot busier. But that's not necessarily good news for the birds and marine life.
There is a new set of guidelines to help visitors behave responsibly. Our South West England correspondent Kumar is in the glorious surroundings of St Ives this morning on the beach. What a setting that is, Jenny. And this is all about making sure it stays that way.
Yeah, it's lovely here, and I imagine over the next few days it's going to get really busy. But this is also a popular spot for seals and other marine life, and sometimes us humans can have a detrimental impact on them because of our behaviour. Now I'm here joined with Johnny Fryer, who's a local surf instructor. Just tell us about some of the issues you've come across.
Well, you know, we have hundreds of thousands of tourists coming down here every summer, and a big seal population, also a lot of seabirds, so inevitably there's going to be interactions between the two. We have wonderful interactions with seals when we take people surfing or coast steering, but that's normally when it's on their terms, not ours. So if you do see a seal, enjoy the encounter, but you should never actively approach them. If you do see them on the rocks, stay at least 100 metres away and just be respectful and quiet. It's just common sense, really, but yeah, there's a lot of people coming down here and a lot of wildlife. It's to be enjoyed, but to be left alone.
Johnny, thank you for talking to us this morning. Well, someone who's had a hand in putting together this wildlife code is Jarvis. And what are you hoping it will achieve?
So what we're hoping to get out of this is by having a national, consistent set of messages that members of the public, commercial operators and others can use. Means that it will decrease the amount of disturbance that wildlife is experiencing around the coast.
Because that's been on the rise, hasn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. It's tripled in the last few years, in the last sort of 9 years or so, the number of reports that we've been receiving. So it's something that's happening all around the country, and wildlife and people are just coming into more and more conflict with each other as more activities are happening around the coast.
So what are the key messages in this code?
So the main things to bear in mind are to give the animals space, so don't get too close, give them plenty of room, minimise your time spent around them as well. The longer you're there, the more likely it is that they'll become aware of you and the more nervous they could become. Keeping a low profile is important as well, so if you're watching, say, seals or seabirds from a cliff top, then if you're very obvious, then they will spot you much more easily. And keep quiet as well, that's also really important. These animals have really, really good hearing, and if they can hear you or see you, they are going to react to you. And the best wildlife encounters that you can have are the ones where the animals don't even know you're there, and you're watching completely natural behaviours without them worrying about you watching them.
Jarvis, thank you for joining us this morning. So if you want to have a look at the code, it's online. You can go to the .gov UK. It's about 8 pages long, lots of detail in there. So that's the picture here in beautiful St Ives.